Yeah, in MMA now, fighters are adopting more and more into such strikes. Before it was more standard, jab, cross, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, right? Things like that. Strikes, kicks. Okay. Before there's no short range striking. Okay, but now as you see, like the newer generation of MMA fighters, right? So not only that they work at this striking range space, when they get close, elbow. Okay, Muay Thai has elbow, traditional martial arts has elbow, and then even closer, you see fighters now applying the shoulder strike, right? So it's like, to me, the shoulder strikes are more from the traditional techniques, okay? And then you have to condition the body to be able to throw a shoulder strike properly. Okay, so that if you're here, just hands down, right? And I try to throw a shoulder strike by leaning into you. That's not really a good shoulder strike. Just you're throwing your body mass into it. You see? No good. And at the same time, right, I'm off my root to throw that strike. Okay, but any type of strike, whether punches, kicks, elbows, shoulder, force have to be two-directional. Meaning that when the strike or the fist is going forward, there has to be a force restraining it, pulling it backward. If you just go one way, you see, if you're just here, right? If I go one way, I strike here, right? Just one way. No good, right? Good strike requires, when you do the strike, you need another force pulling it back. You feel the difference? Yeah. So always striking is two force. One goes forward, one goes backward. Right. So same thing, any type of strike, if I throw a kick, I'm not going to kick it. If I throw a kick, right, it's not reaching forward. Then where's the power behind it? Right, you have to pull back for the force to come out.
Pull back what?
There's another force pulling backward.
When you kick?
Yeah, when you kick. It's not so much there's it's not so much, the body is like pulling your kick backward, but you feel there's a force behind it that's pulling backward. The body helps, mechanically help also. You see here, I'm not just doing this. My body pulls backward a little bit. Yeah, so body guides the force to create a force going in the opposite direction. Same here, if I throw this strike, okay, why is this hand here? Let's do it this way. Okay, so here, if I strike, right, just with one hand, I'm not going to use any impact. See? Okay, all right, put on gloves, so this way, less impact on your.
That's fine.
No, just in case. Right, so if I just use one hand, I can try hard. You see, when I try hard, I have to pull it back. You see, I pull this back, and then that's a storing mechanism, and then release, but still not much impact, right? So why is the other hand here? One is for defense, right? Defense mechanism. And second, this side of the body is creating the force in the opposite direction, so I'm pulling it back. You feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now the force is two-directional. Yeah, and this strike, right? And any other strikes, like a hook, right? A hook cannot be, I bring this arm up, I load, and then I hit, right? That's what beginners do, right? They make this thing like a hook where, oh, elbow lifted. Now, in position, and then hook. Incorrect, right? Once you're here, your opponent already back off.
Yeah.
Right? There's, it's like you're loading, your opponent see you're loading, and then your opponent will not engage you with the proper space for you to strike, right? And also, once you lift your elbow, here it's open, right? And so therefore, right, to throw a hook properly, right, this hand has to be here, so the other side of the body is engaged in creating another force. This way, right? See, instead of lifting and strike, lifting, strike, this is different, right? So shoulder body strike is the same thing.
Feels different.
Right, it feels different. That you have to load, right? And you have to create the two-directional force. Right, so here, I'm not throwing into you. I have to pull you in, and then now shoulder strike, right? So one is that there's already two forces. One is your force going in, my shoulder force is going forward. Now two force. That's still not enough because you still need your own body to create two force, right? One is that, okay, you use your opponent's body, right? That's one force, and then you create another force, but still this force is not enough. If I pull it in and I only use one force, just the shoulder feel. You feel not much impact.
No.
Right, just making contact, but really there's no strike, no power behind the strike. So it's not really a strike, just made contact. So what you need is while the shoulder doing the strike, your body have to pull something backward. Right? That is two-directional force. Your body on its own have to create that force. Now I pull you in, that's another force that I'm using, borrowing your force too, to generate additional, more impact.